Hello, everybody. How's it going? I'm stepping in for Andy for the week ahead analysis. So let's get right into it here. Looking at InQ, close below that double core DML on the daily. You do have a weekly extension it kind of opened at, so I really will be eyeing that level. But on the monthly, it looks like we want to head down to that extension. That short pattern on the quarterly seems to be playing out pretty nice. So I think I'm going to continue to favor the short side. Would I be selling right here? Not, unless my intraday charts confirmed it, I really wouldn't be dying to jump in right here. I'd be looking for something a little bit higher. I'm expecting something where it pushes up and then we can continue to push down. Just looking at the weekly chart, we've been in this range, for a little bit here. Draw a box just to show kind of what's been going on. That's been our congestion in the past, 5 or 6 months. So really a make or break zone for NQ, at least on the weekly chart. So, if we start to catch a bid here, then who knows, we could be cycling back up to the envelope or the congestion range top. But I think based on what we're seeing on the daily intraday charts and the monthly chart, I think I'm going to be favoring the short side. But let Monday and Tuesday tell us that. We'll be able to tell a lot by kind of how the price action works today and over the the Asia session overnight. Look at ES here. Imagine it's the same thing. ES, you already threw that monthly extension. Quarterly extension, we're at that DML, or that extension DML, but the charts, the weekly, daily charts, and monthly charts aren't confirming that extension DML as support. But I wouldn't be jumping in, selling right here. I'd wait for something a little bit higher, close below the double core DMLs as well. So indices, I'm going to be favoring the short side this week. Gold is, this could be a 2-bar push down. I mean, this is really jumping. Strong trend run last week, a little bit week before. I would be favoring the short side. I think, we're at least heading down to that quarterly extension here around 4,080. Yearly chart, tough to argue. You're kind of no man's land with there. Obviously, it looks pretty strong trend run down after tagging that quarterly extension. So I'm favoring the short side with gold as well. We can look at bonds here. Bonds, tough to tell. We are at monthly and quarterly support. Do have the extensions kind of lining up a little bit right there. At a push down, close that DML. Could be an exhaust pattern. You do have double core DML opening up at the weekly. So I'd be watching this zone right here. That 115 to 115.20. See if that finds support in that area. But if not, then we could be continuing to move down like everything else. So looked at bonds, gold, and indices. We can take a look at Bitcoin while we're at it. Monthly chart does not look very good for Bitcoin. I think this 60,000 level here in the yearly chart is very important. If we don't hold that, we could be heading back down to 45, 50 area. But let's try to confirm it. You have this weekly extension and congestion DML. So obviously this is an area that we want to be watching if you trade Bitcoin or own any. But it doesn't look too good. It's had a big sell-off this past couple months. Really into October is when it started. So that's what I got for the week ahead analysis here. Hope everyone has a good rest of their night and a good trading week. I had a baseball weekend and app, so a little bit tired. Might sleep in a little bit and start training a little bit after the open. But who knows? If I wake up feeling good, then I'll be there in the open in the chat. So hope everyone has a good night and a successful trading week. So I will see you there.